Welcome to our autumn PTSB Ideal Home Show video series, Meet the Experts, a 4-episode home inspiration and expert guidance series with special guests. Before we start the discussion, a quick reminder that the autumn show is on from Friday the 18th to Sunday the 20th of October at the RDS Simmonscourt. It promises to be a fantastic show packed with choice, expert advice and inspiration for your home. There's an early bird offer of free tickets for a day of your choice. This is only available for a limited time, so make sure you register for your tickets as soon as you can at idealhome.ie. Today, I'd like to welcome our expert Maggie Brady of Pearl Redesigns and the Interiors Association to discuss autumn interior trends. Maggie, you're so welcome here today.
Thank you very much.
I'd love to start off by asking you a little bit about your work at Pearl Redesigns.
So at Pearl Redesigns, my ethos with design is mixing the old and the new. I spent many years in New York and bought and sold a lot of houses. So I got into the old mixing of things up because there was such an availability there. Consignment stores, there were charity shops. We used to go to these old flea markets and mixing old and new. So that was how I got involved in that. So I'm based outside of Newry, County Down, and I live and breathe interiors and love it.
So when we're talking about trends, my big question to you is, are they important? Should people be looking to trends when it comes to designing their homes?
Trends are something I say come and go and very fast, and not to get too caught up in trends. If you're going to follow a trend, make it something small in your house. Nothing that's, I mean, it's better to have a timeless design in your home, something that you've thought about, especially a bigger purchase. So I don't follow trends. I don't recommend trends. I don't suggest them.
So in terms of what you do, instead of looking at trends, like you said, you're mixing and matching old and new. How do you get them to pair together? If somebody said, you know, I have like a new sofa, but I want to bring in antique things, is that where you come in?
I do, and sometimes it's about storytelling in a home. So when I meet people, I like to get to meet everybody in the family, not just one person, because I've learned through time that doesn't always work out, because sometimes people say they don't have an opinion, and then when everything is done, the opinion comes out then. So I say when I meet people, I like to interview them and talk to them about everything that they particularly like, and really get to know the family and where they have travelled, what inspires them, what they really want. And I want them to create a story in their home, something that as people come into the house and they live in the house, there's memories there for them, because it's a chapter in your life. Because many people are in homes, they're not always in the home for the long term. It might be it's a starting place. So it's what you put into that house then that you can possibly take on to your next stage and your next place. So it's about mixing those two things, and it's a personal style, and personal style is timeless. It's not, you can't go into the retail store and say I want all of that, but when you've shopped around, you'll find your style.
I love that, and that sounds like such a rich experience to uncover your personal style, and like you said, bring in all of those stories. We're coming into autumn time and of course the autumn show. Why is now a good time for people to start maybe thinking about their homes and perhaps redesigning or rejigging them?
Summer is whatever kind of a summer we've just had, but summertime, the fall comes in, or autumn, and things start to cool down. The lights are, the evenings are coming in earlier. Kids are getting back to school, so there's a lot of changes going on. So, once the kids go back to school, I say there's decluttering. You've got to clear away all of the summer things. So it is a good time to think about and get ready for the winter. Get rid of all of the summer stuff. Put those things away.
So when people are facing into autumn and they think maybe they want to redesign their homes, how should they start that approach?
Well, their colour schemes, it's going to be cozier. It's going to be a warmer time because it is going to start getting cooler. So those bright summer clothes, or those muted tones that they had all summer long, you want the coziness and the warmth in the autumn times, and the fire is going to start being lit. So one of the things I always say is for people to get their house ready, get their chimney cleaned, all of those things that you don't think about until maybe it's too late and you've got the fire going. So, you know, sort of nearly winterproof your house as such, and, you know, with autumnal colours, it's the warm tones. Are we putting away, you know, maybe the summer blankets, the summer cushions, taking in those nice warm textures and adding those textures, you know, maybe velvets, wool, linens, you know, to think about how you want to add those to what you already have, because you have to look at what you have. It's not like you're starting from scratch all of the time. So it's where you can bring in those colours and that little bit of warmth.
From everything you're describing, I'm getting a real feeling. Is that something that you talk to your clients about? Not only how something is going to look, but how you're going to feel in the space?
It's important to think about how you're going to feel in the space, because a lot of times you can go out with people and they might say, and it's those key words, you know, it is cozy, it is warm. Some people say one thing, but they mean something else. So it's not always, you know, you really have to dig in deep into what, particularly with colours, because we know with greens and with blues, they're naturally cooler colours, but they can still be mixed in with the warmer colours and the warmer tones and the woods. So sometimes a lot of people have nice wood tones. So it's mixing all of those things and looking around, seeing what they have and where they can add in.
So you're a member of the Interiors Association, and you'll be at the PTSB Ideal Home Show in collaboration with Albany Home. So when people come to you, what can they expect if they come to you for a chat at the show?
A lot of people come with a lot of questions. We will have room schemes there, which we have not really decided on what the scheme or what the whole plan is just yet. But you know, people will have lots of different questions about colours, and you know, people ask me, what's a good thing? What's a good idea? What's a good colour? What's on trend now? And I say, what do you really like? It's not about the trends. It's having something in your home that you really want. And they will be there, they'll have lots of questions. There's always the girls that are on the stand, or whoever is on the stand is always there. And we do, when we have the stand, a lot of times we use a lot of the suppliers that are industry partners with the Interiors Association, so their products are there as well, so people can ask questions about those, because as the Interiors Association is not just about designers, it's all to do with design in general. So we have suppliers, we have lots of different people involved in the home styling as well. So there's plenty of questions and there's plenty there that can answer.
It sounds like a great place to come and just plug into that trusted expert advice. If people are coming to the stand, is there anything that they should bring with them so that you can help guide them on maybe some of their questions?
If they're looking for colour advice, if it's a room, if it's something that really like, you know, because sometimes everybody shows you photographs on their phone, the phones and all of the screens, they show colours so different. So I'll say bring a cushion with them. If it's something in the sofa, bring a piece of fabric. If it's a piece of artwork, you know, it might seem like you're lugging about the stuff with you, or even, you know, go around to the show and see possibly is there something there. You know, it could be a rug. It's finding something, because every room starts with something.
So find that one thing that sparks joy.
Yes.
And then build
and then build around that, and then we can answer your questions.
What are you looking forward to most at the show this year?
It's the general vibe and it's the energy that's there, and to see, because there's always so many questions and there's almost so much excitement there. People really are looking for things to do in their homes, and they're looking for different things. You know, there's a what is it they call it now? It's the quiet luxury. So that's the big thing now, and also playful designs. You're seeing a lot of curves, and you're seeing a lot of stripes and flowers and all of these different fun things. So, you know, the playfulness is, you know, just nearly break the rules a little bit with design and just really have fun in your space, or, you know, that quality, timeless elegance, you know, keeping it classic.
So it really comes back to finding your personal style and then helping an expert like yourself unlock that in your home in the autumn time.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for your time, Maggie.
Thank
Can't wait
you.
to see you at the show.
Looking forward to it.
That's all the time we have for today. A big thank you to Maggie Brady from Pearl Redesigns and the Interiors Association for taking part in the PTSB Ideal Home Show Meet the Experts series, and for her amazing advice. We can't wait to see you at the show this year. You can meet Maggie and the Interiors Association team in collaboration with Albany Home at Stand O10 to start your interior design journey. Today's beautiful set was furnished by Diamond Furniture, who will have an extensive range at the show on Stand O10. A big thank you to Silk Prestige for providing the sustainable silk flowers, and I can't wait to see you all at the DFS Interiors Theatre. I'll be there every day of the show interviewing a fantastic lineup of industry leaders and experts, including QS Patricia Power and architect Hugh Wallace. Topics will include interior design trends, decor, home makeovers, home extensions, upcycling finance, and lots more. And finally, don't forget there's an early bird offer of free tickets for a day of your choice. This is only available for a limited time, so make sure you register for your tickets as soon as you can at idealhome.ie.